All right, today we're going to dive into the lessons from a really charming and honestly surprisingly powerful book on financial literacy. It's called A Dog Called Money, and it has this amazing way of taking some of the biggest, most complicated ideas about wealth and breaking them down into one simple, super captivating story. I mean, just think about this question for a second. This is what the entire book is built on. Forget about stuffy consultants in suits or complicated spreadsheets that make your head spin. The whole idea is, what if the biggest secrets to building wealth were explained to you by your best friend, who just happens to be a talking Labrador? It's such a fun and refreshing way to look at a topic that, let's be honest, can feel pretty intimidating sometimes. So let's get into it. Section 1, A Girl, a Dog, Money. This is where it all starts, and at the center of our story is an 11-year-old girl named Kira. Now, Kira's world isn't about saving for retirement or understanding the stock market. She's just a kid, and she feels the heavy weight of her parents constantly stressing out about bills. You know, those tense dinner table conversations that are all about not having enough? It's tough. But then, one day, everything changes when she finds and rescues this injured white Labrador. So after trying to figure out a name, her family kind of jokingly calls him Money because, well, that's all they seem to think about. And the name sticks. But here is the massive twist. Money is not just any dog. He can talk. And not only can he talk, it turns out he's a total financial whiz who knows pretty much everything there is to know about building wealth. And he decides that Kira is going to be his new student. Okay, on to section 2, the first lesson, which is all about confidence. Now, you might think the first lesson would be about saving or budgeting, right? Nope. The first thing Money teaches Kira has absolutely nothing to do with bank accounts. It's about something way deeper. The real foundation you need before you can build anything that lasts. And here it is, the core philosophy from our canine financial guru. He tells Kira that confidence is everything. I mean, think about it, right? If you don't truly believe you can achieve something, you're not even going to try. Opportunities will literally fly right past you because you've already talked yourself out of it. So the big question is, how do you build that belief from the ground up? Well, Money gives her this brilliantly simple tool. It's called the Success Journal. It's nothing fancy, just a plain old notebook. But here's the one rule. Every single day, no exceptions, you have to write down at least 5 things you succeeded at. And they can be tiny, seriously. I got my homework done on time. I was brave and talked to someone new. I managed to save $1 from my allowance. Anything and everything counts. And here's the psychology behind why this little trick is so powerful. By forcing yourself to focus on your wins, you are literally retraining your brain. Instead of dwelling on everything you can't do, you're building this huge library of hard evidence of everything you can do. And that creates real, earned confidence, which in turn makes you so much more likely to spot and actually act on new opportunities that come your way. All right, section 3, dream jars and wish albums. So Kira's confidence is starting to build. Now Money moves on to the next critical lesson. Giving your money a purpose. Because without a clear goal, without a why, money is just paper. It doesn't mean anything. Money tells her she needs to stop thinking about her dreams in this abstract way and start seeing them. So he has her create what he calls a dream album. You can think of it like a scrapbook or a vision board. Her job is to go find pictures of the things she truly, deeply wants. This makes those fuzzy goals feel tangible and real. And her dreams are not small. We're talking big, life-changing stuff. She dreams about a trip to California to study as an exchange student. She wants a brand new laptop. And maybe the most touching one of all, she wants to help her parents pay off the very debts that have been causing all that stress in her family. Seeing those pictures every single day is a powerful motivator. So to make these dreams actionable, she creates a physical dream jar for each one. A specific piggy bank for the California trip, another one for the laptop, and the third one for helping her parents. Now, every single time she gets some money, she has a clear physical place to put it, which directly connects her actions today to those big goals for tomorrow. Okay, moving on to section 4, earning your first dollar. So Kira has the confidence, she has the goals, but there's still one huge piece of the puzzle missing, right? The actual money. It's time to go from ideas to action. And the advice Money gives her here is just, it's so simple, but so powerful. He says most people get stuck because they're always focused on what they don't have. I don't have the experience, or I don't have the right degree. He completely flips the script. He tells her to ask different questions. What do you already know how to do? What are you good at? And maybe most importantly, what do you actually enjoy doing? The answer is usually sitting right there in front of you.
And for Kira, the light bulb goes on. The answer is obvious. She loves dogs. She's great with them. I mean, her best friend and mentor is a dog, after all. So, using that insight, she starts her very first business, just offering to walk and take care of her neighbor's dogs. It's the perfect sweet spot between her skills and her passion.
So now that she's actually earning money, money gives her a very strict rule for every single dollar she makes. And this is probably one of the biggest takeaways from the entire book. She has to split her income 3 ways. 10% is for her to spend however she wants, 40% goes straight into her dream jars, and the biggest chunk, a full 50%, goes towards something he calls the golden goose. And that brings us to our final section, number 5, the goose with golden eggs. This whole concept of the golden goose is arguably the most important lesson in the whole story. It's the secret that separates people who just earn money from people who build real, lasting wealth. So to explain this big idea, Money tells Kira a classic fable. It's about a poor farmer who wakes up one day and discovers his goose has laid a solid golden egg. This happens every single day, and the farmer becomes incredibly rich. But he gets greedy. He gets impatient. He wants all the gold right now. So he cuts open the goose, thinking he'll find a pile of gold inside. But of course, there's nothing. And just like that, his source of wealth is gone forever. So how does this apply to us? Well, Money explains that your investment capital, that money you save and put to work for you, is your golden goose. Spending that capital is like killing the goose. The source of future money is gone. But if you protect it, if you nurture it and let it grow, you can live off the golden eggs, which is the interest and the returns, forever without ever touching the goose itself. And this brings everything full circle. That 50% of her earnings that she's been diligently setting aside, that is her goose. The goal isn't just to save it and let it sit there. The goal is to invest it, to grow it into a massive, healthy goose that will eventually lay enough golden eggs on its own to cover all of her expenses. That is what true financial freedom looks like. So, if we boil down all the wisdom from Kira's incredible journey, it really comes down to these simple steps. Start with your mindset. Build your confidence day by day with a success journal. Give your money a real purpose by visualizing your goals in a dream album. Then follow that 50-40-10 rule with every dollar you earn. And always, always remember the ultimate goal. Build and protect your golden goose. And that's really what makes the story so powerful. It just breaks down this huge topic of wealth building into simple, actionable steps that anyone can start doing right now. So it really just leaves us with one final question, taking us right back to that very first lesson. What's one success, big or small, that you'll write in your journal tonight?